Welcome to Oak Tree Stories, timeless tales rooted in India. Here you'll find gentle, thoughtful tales drawn from our rich storytelling traditions, from ancient fables and folklore to heartwarming slices of modern Indian life. Each story is carefully chosen and lovingly crafted to be age appropriate and calming, with just a touch of wonder. So come, get cozy, and let the story begin. Hi, I'm Shalini, your storyteller. Today's story is a very special one because this story was created just for one very special listener. This episode is a birthday gift for Siddharth, who is turning 7 today. Siddharth, this story has been made especially for you with lots of care and imagination, and it comes with so much love from your mummy and papa. They asked me to tell you this. Dear Siddharth, you make us proud every single day with your kindness, your curiosity, and the way you look out for others. We hope you always remember that being brave doesn't mean not feeling scared. It means choosing to help anyway. Happy 7th birthday, our sunshine. We love you so much. And from all of us at Oak Tree Stories, Siddharth, happy birthday. We hope this story stays with you for a long, long time. All right then, find a comfortable spot, take a deep breath, and let's begin today's story. In Siddharth's apartment building in Mumbai, evenings were always busy. Parents returned from work, children played their last games in the courtyard below. The lifts worked non-stop, carrying people up and down with soft dings and sliding doors. Siddharth was 7 years old and lived on the 12th floor. One evening, just before dinner, his mother asked him to go down alone to collect a parcel from the watchman. Come straight back up, she said. I will, Siddharth replied, already stepping into the lift. Downstairs, the watchman handed him the parcel with a smile. Siddharth thanked him, turned back and slipped into the lift again. Just as the doors were about to close, someone called out, Hold the lift! The doors opened again. Suman Aji stepped in with her granddaughter Ashwini. They had just come back from the park downstairs. Ashwini's hair was messy from running, and she was still clutching a half-empty water bottle. Hello, beta, Suman Aji said kindly. Hello, Siddharth replied. I'll press the button, Ashwini announced, bouncing on her toes. She looked at Siddharth. Which floor? 12, he said. 9, said Suman Aji. Ashwini carefully pressed both buttons. Ding ding! The doors slid shut and the lift began to rise. They passed the 3rd floor. Then the 5th. Suddenly, the lights went out. Not completely. A weak yellow emergency light flickered on near the ceiling. The lift jerked hard and stopped. Ashwini stumbled and grabbed Suman Aji's arm. Aji? She whispered. Suman Aji pressed the buttons quickly. Nothing happened. She pressed the alarm. A loud bell rang inside the lift. From outside, muffled voices drifted in. Someone shouted something about the lift. Another voice called out, asking which block it was. Ashwini's breathing sped up. I want to go home, she said, her voice shaking. Suman Aji knelt immediately and pulled her close. It's okay, she said, though her hands trembled slightly. People know, they will help. But Siddharth noticed something. Suman Aji kept adjusting her bag. She kept looking at the emergency light and then away. She was trying very hard to stay calm. The light flickered again. Ashwini's sobs grew louder. her hands clutching her Aji's sari. Siddharth swallowed. His heart was thumping too. Then he remembered something his papa had once taught him. He spoke quickly but gently. Aji, maybe we can all try something. Let's breathe together. Siddharth lowered himself onto the lift floor, so he was at Ashwini's eye level. He looked at Suman Aji first. I'll count, he said softly. You can help her. Then he took a slow breath himself. In, he said quietly, raising one finger. Out, lowering it. He did it again, steady and calm. Suman Aji tightened her arm around Ashwini and tried with him. In, out. Ashwini's crying hitched. She sniffed. Then very slowly, she copied him. In, out. The sobs softened. The lift felt a little less small. Suman Aji looked at Siddharth, surprised and grateful. Inside the lift, the intercom suddenly crackled. Hello, hello, a voice said. People inside the lift, can you hear me? Yes, Siddharth replied at once. Okay, good, the voice said, steady and reassuring. Listen, there's been a small power problem in the building. Nothing serious. The intercom crackled again. The generator is switching on right now. The lift is safe. You're safe inside. Just stay where you are. We are right here with you. Inside the lift, the light stayed dim. Siddharth thought for a second. Okay, he said gently. Let's do something till the lift starts moving again. He pointed at the wall numbers. We stopped between 5 and 6, right? Ashwini nodded, wiping her nose with her sleeve. So, how many floors to go till 9? She counted on her fingers. 6, 7, 8, 9. 4! Exactly, Siddharth said. See, we are closer already. There was a small pause. Then he said, Hey, want to play a game? Ashwini looked up. What game? We'll take turns, Siddharth said. Let's name one thing we saw in the park. Ashwini sniffed, then said softly, The red slide. Oh, Siddharth grinned. Okay, I saw 3 dogs. One was wearing a blue collar. Ashwini's eyes brightened. And a pigeon stealing chips, she said, a tiny laugh slipping out. From the corner of the lift, Suman Aji let out a slow breath, not realizing that she was holding her breath. The lift hummed. Once, then again. The light grew brighter. With a soft jolt, the lift began moving. When the doors finally opened on the ground floor, people were waiting. Security guards, neighbors, Siddharth's mother and Ashwini's mother. Ashwini ran straight into her mother's arms. Suman Aji stepped out slowly, the relief clear on her face. Siddharth followed. One of the guards bent down to his level. You handled that very well, he said. Siddharth's mother hugged him tight. I am so proud of you, she whispered. Suman Aji placed her hand gently on his head. You didn't just help Ashwini, she said softly. You helped me too. Siddharth smiled. He hadn't fixed the lift, but he had helped someone feel a little less afraid. And that, he realized, was worth being brave for. And that, dear listeners, was a very special story created just for Siddharth on his 7th birthday. Once again, happy birthday, Siddharth. May your year ahead be filled with stories, courage, and small moments that matter. Now, to everyone listening, children and grown ups, if you would like a story made just for you or for someone you love, a story where you are the hero or the heroine, set in a world that feels familiar and special, you can visit us at www.oaktreebooks.in/Oak Tree Stories. That's where you can learn more about personalized birthday stories and how to order one. Until next time, keep listening, keep imagining, and keep being brave in your own little ways.